All right, life has many ups and downs, right? We call them storms, we call them winds, whatever you call them, probably not winds, but life has many storms. And we can't control the storms, obviously, but what we can do is we can control the way we react to those storms. We can control our reaction and the way we adjust our sails. And in today's video, I want to talk a little bit about three things that you can do in order to adjust your sails to the crazy winds of life. I hope you enjoy. Let's dive right into it. All right. So, the first things first, the first tool that you need to start utilizing and focusing on and putting an emphasis on is sleep. You have to sleep well. And my recommendation here is to really, number one, you have to understand the importance of sleep. When we struggle with our mental health, and when we deal with the storms of life, I think we all have a way of neglecting ourselves, right? We have a way of neglecting our physical bodies or exercise regimen or sleep or diet, maybe even the way we dress, the way we, grooming, all of those things play a role in terms of taking care of ourselves or temple or body. And so the foundation for all of those things is sleep. If you want to be healthy and mentally healthy, I think it is a very, very good and wise thing to take a look at your sleep. Now, I understand that many of us, and many of us people here have a struggle with their sleep, and especially if you have um, mental health problems, or for lack of a better word, um, or if you struggle mentally, emotionally with certain things, then sleep can be an area of your life that you may struggle with. And so I completely understand that, and I'm not here to replace your doctor or um, health practitioner or anything like that. But I want to encourage you to just take a look at your sleep and try to study that topic a little bit. And of course, I'm going to provide more info and insight on my YouTube channel, God willing. But for now, just understand that your sleep has a really, really important um, effect on your health, and that includes your mental health. And so, if you want to start adjusting your sails, start by looking at your sleep, because your sleep is the foundation for everything. If you want to have a good day, then you need to start by having a good night. Okay. And I know that this is easier said than done, because as I mentioned, if you struggle with your mental health, sleep may be an area that you struggle with, because it's hard to get to bed on time. It's hard to fall asleep and all of those things. But a basic recommendation that I would give you, if you can, try to go to bed at the same time and wake up at the same time. Personally, I've noticed that when I stay up late and I don't go to bed on time, and I start my days later, that has an effect on my mental health. That has an effect on my mood, on the way that I feel, on the way that I think, on my thought processes, even. And so, um, adjust your sleep, and from that will follow and flow. Uh, from that will flow a lot of goods. A lot of good will flow from that. Is what I'm trying to say. And so that is tip number one. Try to go to bed early or earlier and wake up at the same time in the morning. Get enough sleep, of course, but then also look at your sleep quality. That is so, 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 so important. So that is number one, sleep. If you want to adjust your sails, look at your sleep. Number two is exercise. Um, you know, it is a known fact that when we exercise, our body produces very awesome, healthy hormones such as endorphins, and they just help us regulate our mood. They help us feel better. And you see how I kind of put an emphasis on your mood. I mentioned mood when it came to sleep, or when it comes to sleep, but I also mention mood now when it comes to exercise. If you have any struggles with your mental health, then leveraging your mood and understanding that your mood plays a big role in how you do is so, so important. So whatever you can do to, you know, increase those feel good hormones is what you need to do. It's what you need to do. So I recently started a new workout split, and I'm super excited about it. It's a lot of fun. I get to work out, and it's fun. And so find exercise that excites you. Chances are you have not worked out in a little bit, and that's fine. That's fine. And you don't need to do it perfectly either. You just need to do something. Try to find something that you can do that is fun, but that also allows your body to move. That is um, really, really, really important. And I would love to help you um, set up a good workout plan if you are somebody that likes to go to the gym. I'd love to help you with that. If you're looking forward to losing weight, losing fat, or building muscle, those are areas that I have studied very much myself. And so I'd love to provide you with more insight on that if you'd like me to. If you do, just comment down below or text me, DM me on Instagram or whatever. But that's number two, exercise. Okay. And number three is silence. All right. So when we go through a storm, when we go through a difficult time, it usually feels like there's a lot going on and there's a lot happening at once. When there's a lot happening at once, it has a way of increasing our cortisol levels. It has a way of just increasing our stress levels. And so for those to plummet and, lower, we want to sit in silence every single day for a set period of time. All right. I would recommend you to start with 5 minutes. Just sit down in silence for 5 minutes and focus on the goodness of God. Focus on God's faithfulness. Focus on your breathing. There's a reason why God has given us breath and lungs. And there's a reason why there's a correlation between breath and um, our well-being. When we, you know, uh, stop breathing, even for a short time, whether it's 2 or 3 minutes or 1 minute, even, you will notice that that has a significant impact on how you do life. I mean, obviously, because you are about to die if you're going to stop breathing. Okay. Now, I'm not trying to scare anybody here, but I'm just trying to highlight the importance of breathing because it's so, so vitally important. Now, we can leverage breathing and use it for our own benefit. And I want to do it together with you right now. Let's just take a deep breath and focus on God's goodness. Let's take another one. While you do that, you can focus on how good God has been to you. If you struggle with that, that's okay. That's completely fine. If you struggle to see the goodness of God in your life or his faithfulness, that is okay. That is okay. Chances are you're very stressed right now and you need to, ground yourself in, in loving nurture, in God's loving kindness. And that can take time. All right. So I actually am about to hit a workout. That's why I have my workout clothes on and I'm already super like excited because I, basically took my pre-workout, which consists of a little bit of caffeine, a little bit of citrulline malate, as well as some AAKG and all of that. And so I'm actually super excited to go and hit the gym. It's kind of why I'm breathing a little short here. Um, but yeah, sit in silence. Take that time every single day to just sit down or lay down, make yourself comfortable, and let God's goodness wash over you. And I know that this can be very, very challenging for many OCDers, for many people who struggle mentally and emotionally with difficult battles, because when you sit in silence and you do not try to do anything, but you just focus on the present moment, you kind of confront everything that's going on within you. But I want to encourage you to just let go during that time and to just breathe and focus on God's love for you. His love is unconditional. So focus on his love for you. Focus on receiving it. Don't try to pray and, speak many convincing words. That is something I think that we as Christians can sometimes fall into, where we just try to convince God of our needs, and we need him to move, and there's nothing wrong with that, but this time is supposed to be a time of refreshing and a time of receiving. And so sit there and sit in silence and just receive. The longer you can sit in silence, the better. And as I said, if you have a hard time at the beginning, start with 1 minute, start with 5 minutes, and then just go from there. The longer you can sit in silence, the better. So what I like to do is I like to set a timer for a set period of time, and I sit there and I finish those couple of minutes or whatever the timer says. But then after that, if I still feel like I want to sit in silence, I just continue in that same vein, and I just continue, and I sit there. Sometimes I set a stop. I turn on a stopwatch to kind of measure how long I can go, and sometimes I just sit there without anything. And sitting in silence is so incredibly beneficial because it is an opportunity to learn gentleness. It's an opportunity to learn kindness. It's an opportunity to learn patience and self-control. And all of those things are manifestations of love, because love is patient, love is kind, and God is very gentle. So when we sit in silence and we focus on slowing down and just receiving and breathing, that is an opportunity to learn love. It's an opportunity to love ourselves and to nurture ourselves. And that is the key word for nurture. The word nurture is the key word that we need. It is what we need during hard times. Nurture. The ability to receive something good. The ability to calm down and just receive. That is what we need during hard times. So, quick recap. I would recommend you to start with your sleep if you can at all costs. Try to get a good amount of high quality sleep. Go to bed earlier and try to wake up a little bit earlier if possible, because when we struggle with our mental and emotional health, and when we tend to neglect ourselves, and we may struggle with purposelessness. We're struggling with purpose in our day-to-day lives. And so waking up earlier can help you to actually say, hey, I do have purpose. My life has purpose, and I want to carry that purpose into my day. And I want to wake up early because I have something, I have a mission that I need to fulfill. And none of that comes out of pressure, but it comes out of love for yourself, love for those around you. And that love comes from God. So wake up earlier, go to bed earlier, and see it as an act of love. Well, and even if you decide not to do that, I want to tell you that has helped me. All right, that has helped me, and it continues to help me. So when I go through a storm, the first thing I try to do is I try to look at my sleep, because if I go to bed too late, then I'm going to wake up a little bit later, and that is just going to I'm going to carry an undertone of depression throughout my day. And while you sleep, your body is getting rid of toxins, and there's a lot of metabolic activity that happens during the night. Your metabolism does a lot of processes throughout the night. And so that is why sleep is also very important, because there's certain processes that don't happen throughout the day, but during the night while you sleep. And so giving your body the amount of time that it needs in order to finish and go through those processes is very, very important. Number two is exercise. Utilize exercise to elevate your mood, whether that is going to the gym, going on walks, or playing football, or whatever it is that you like to do. Take some time out of your day to just be in the moment and to exercise and move your body. That has helped me, and that continues to help me. And that is something that I would definitely prioritize in my week if I was going to work on my mental health, which I constantly am. And number three is silence. Utilize silence for your own benefit. Realize that the Bible even says in Psalms 46, verse 10, be still and know that I am God. Stillness, just slowing down, taking a seat, and just resting in God's love is so incredibly beneficial, and it can help you tremendously. And then my bonus tip here for you is to have something to look forward to. Every single day, have something to look forward to. Find something that is healthy that you can look forward to. In my case, as I mentioned earlier, I recently started working out in a new split. All right, so I hit the gym, I go to the gym, and I move my body, and that is something I look forward to. So on a Wednesday, I look forward to Thursday's workout. On a Thursday, I look forward to the workout on Friday. You know what I'm saying? So have something you look forward to. It can be as simple as, I know that when I wake up in the morning, I'm going to go on a walk and I'm going to watch the sunrise. Or, hey, I know that tomorrow I'm going to cook a really good meal. Or I'm going to go to a store and I'm going to buy myself something that I really like. Maybe schedule some time to read a book. Or, hey, if you like going for walks and you like sunsets, I'm going to go on a walk and just watch the sunset. Simple things like that can truly, truly help you get more out of your days. And so I hope that this video was a blessing to you and that it encouraged you to adjust your sails, because we can't control the winds. We can't control all the circumstances that are around us. We can't always control our environment completely, because there's just things that happen to us, but we can learn to react to those things in a healthier way. We can learn to take care of ourselves and to love ourselves with God's love. Remember that we love him because he first loved us. So he loves us. The question is, do we love ourselves? Do we receive that love and love ourselves with that same love? If we do, we're going to become more stable, and we're going to be able to love other people with that same love, because we know how to love ourselves, and we can only give what we have. We can't really love from an empty tank. And even if you try to, at some point we're going to burn out. All right. So this was fun. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you did, please leave a like down below, subscribe to my channel, and share this video with a friend or family member. And before I forget, please go to thevincentwilliam.com/blueprint and download the Discovering God's Love Blueprint, where I teach you how to step-by-step overcome negative self-talk and build lasting self-worth. That is so, so important. I know that many people struggle with negative self-talk on a day-to-day basis, and we can overcome that. And there's certain things that can help us overcome that. And we also want to build lasting self-worth. Now, I do understand that our worth is found in Jesus, but we have to connect to that. We have to connect to what God says to us and about us. And so in order to do that, I have created this blueprint. It's a simple PDF guide that you can download completely for free that will teach you how to overcome self-talk, negative self-talk. and how to build lasting self-worth. So if you're interested in that, please go to thevincewilliam.com/blueprint and download it now. All right, I'll see you in the next one.